Hey, what's going on? I'm hoping everything can be heard properly. Okay, yeah, it can. But what's up, Michael Morris? Indeed, it has been a good while since I've live streamed last. I think it was last year? Or like last year specifically, but I think it was back in December when I streamed last. 2 months ago, so yeah, probably back in it was either like late December or early January. Also, I just noticed that that's off slightly. Let me move that. That's annoying. Hopefully that's good enough. I can't really tell on Streamlabs OBS because it's, what is it? It's a lot darker than like regular OBS. I'm gonna move this. What sucks about Kingdom Hearts games is that they have a black border around them, so having to work with that is very annoying in trying to fix it. But I've been doing good. College is definitely taking up a good portion of my time, especially when it comes to like trying to do videos as well. Did it not change that, or is that... There is no way that's how I left that. What? My goodness, this is impossible to see in Streamlabs. I'm assuming you mean the volume of myself, so yeah, I can do that. But that needs to be brought up more. It's so weird because I have to like try and fix it with slight delay and hope that it's fine. Okay, so is that good? Oh my goodness, a little bit more up, and hopefully that's enough. So that should be good. Okay, I don't see any more of the black marks on the screen. Should I just start a new game? I haven't played Cage 2 in a hot minute, so I should probably just start a new game. Let me also advertise this in the community tab, because I didn't do that yet. And I'm also going to put an image with it, because for some reason it did not do that with Discord. There we go. But again, I think all the volume settings are fine. Unless you meant for the game itself. I'm not sure what you meant. Oh, let me turn the performance mode off. Also, skip that cutscene before copyright. Because we definitely do not need that. I forgot how good it is to not have load times. I also have to change the camera when I can. Oh goodness, this is gonna be so weird playing Cage 2 again after like playing 3 for so long. Actually no, I usually go for this. You're off from school for 2 weeks with news of the coronavirus quarantine in your area. Yeah, I'm in a somewhat similar situation. My spring break got extended by a week, and then I had to take online classes until like about the 3rd. And that's if nothing changes, which I'm expecting things to change to the point where it's like, oh well, you might as well just stay home for the rest of the semester. Yeah, I was like, doesn't he attack immediately after? Oh no. Okay, there we go. Are you going to play Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance soon? Maybe. I kind of don't plan on doing that, mainly because like playing Dream Drop Distance on crit it's actually like my least favorite crit in the game. No, I don't necessarily have to, but like I usually like playing the Kingdom Hearts games on the hardest difficulty. And doing that for Dream Drop Distance is an actual nightmare. Yeah. Not to mention your senior trip to Disney World was canceled with the place closed down. the people in charge of the trip are going down to Orlando for a reschedule. There was, what is it? There was going to be a event at my campus where I actually could have met Tara Strong, which, you know how good that would have been to have met Tara Strong, but unfortunately, because of the whole thing, I wasn't able to go to it because it got canceled, so that's fun. I'll save on 4. Do you want to see Sora in Smash Ultimate? Of course I do. There's so many people, including myself, that want to see Sora in Smash. I think that would actually cause me to be the loudest I've ever been in my life if Sora got into Smash Brothers. I'm changing the camera as soon as I can. I think it's both reverse? Yeah, it's both reverse. Okay. Also, I'm hoping the quality of the stream looks good because the YouTube's still saying it has low latency or low video output or whatever. You've just about had it with your senior year. This is my sophomore year, dude. But like, things are going decently well for my sophomore year. But one thing I'm definitely, for some odd reason, having a little bit of problem with right now is like figuring out what game I want to do next. Because like, right now I'm in a state of mind where I want to do so much stuff, but I also want to do so much stuff now. So it's like, I don't know which one I want to do first or whatever. Especially like when it came to Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind, because like, I'm not sure if all of you guys saw, but like I put on my community tab a poll on like if I should do a review for KH3 Remind because of a few factors, mainly because one, it's been a few months now since the DLC released, so at this point it's just like I don't even know if it's like if I should even bother doing it because the people who are going to get that DLC more than likely have already gotten it by now. And then in terms of like just like my KH3 video that I did last year, like that review is not doing as good as I kind of hoped that it would, especially with the amount of effort that I had to put into that video with it being a half-hour long. So I'm like, it might not even end up being worth it. I might make another like 25-minute video and it just doing debatably just as good. So I'm mainly thinking of just like worrying about doing other games. Did you play the DLC yet? Yeah, I played basically most of it. The only thing I have not completely finished was Yozora, just because he's hard. And I just looked up the actual ending because I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm gonna beat this in time. Oh wait, I should probably change a good amount of stuff. I'm going through everything and I have not even equipped other potions. That's because I don't have any other potions. But all these abilities I should definitely be equipping, because those are important. But yeah, the only DLC I have not completely beaten is Yozora, just because he's hard. But like, it took me a while to get through all the data fights, period. Not even just because they were hard, but it was also because, college was just taking over a good amount of my time, and like I also have a job now, so like that also eats into it. And like the KH3 footage I have right now is taking up a good amount of space on my external hard drive, and like if I don't end up doing the 3 Remind review, then I'll have a lot more space on it, because how much, I think it's like 80 gigabytes worth of footage from that alone that's on there, and like getting all of that off of it would clear up so much space. But the problem is, if I delete it, there's no way of me getting it back. Because it's all on my hard drive. Oh my goodness, Roxas. We all need answers about the connection with Yozora and Sora. We're all left in the dark with the plot again. It's been like that. It's nothing new. It's nothing new when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, honestly. It's the thing we love and the thing we hate about Kingdom Hearts. We're always left in the dark about things. Did I only get 2 potions there? Or did I just not equip another one? I don't think I equipped any of my potions, actually. But it's whatever. But, like, I think I'll always be able to go back to Kingdom Hearts 2 and have a really fun time. So I think, I don't know, Kingdom Hearts 2 is probably still going to be my favorite Kingdom Hearts game. I'm not sure which. Because, like, Cage 3 Crit, there are still moments in Cage 3 Crit that are just actually unbearable. And, like, I'm one of those people that don't like going past enemy mob fights because that's just lost experience. But, like, in Cage 3, I kind of have to, because one big flaw about Cage 3 that is not brought out until the critical mode, or was not brought out until critical mode, is that dying in crit actually sucks because of how big the areas are. Ow. I'm about to die. This is bad. Okay. I'm gonna try my best to not die here. A part of me did not want to spend that potion, but I also didn't want to die, so. What? Give me the rest of the thing. Come on. No, I wanted the extra experience, whatever. With more games coming out in the series, some plot points need to be more explained after new entries released up to this point. Yeah, there's still a lot of stuff that needs to be brought up. But I feel like right now is a very fresh point for the series. Because right now, honestly, the series could literally go anywhere. Because we don't know exactly what, like, connections Yozora and Sora have. Like, that in itself is literally just going to bring an entire new thing to the series. Now, will it die from breaking its neck? Probably not, because I did not do a lot of combos to it. No, dang it. That's probably my favorite finisher in the game, having this thing break its neck. I was one combo off. That's annoying. I was one combo off from having his neck broken. That's actually upsetting. Alright, I need to equip my guard. Yeah, I only have 1 potion. I also need to do that. But I haven't really asked yet. How are everyone in chat doing? Or how is everyone in chat doing? Oh my, please. That hit. Nope, I didn't want to attack there. I wanted to do another finisher because I know that's the thing you get in crit, but Roxas didn't do it. Of course, all the other ones are the ones I dropped when I got hit earlier. Nope, I can't skip that. By the way, I'm assuming you guys can't hear an echo right now. That's one thing I'm always concerned about whenever it comes to like recording any games. Or not recording, but like streaming in general. That you guys can't hear an echo because that's annoying. Oh my goodness, okay. It might be better to just do ground combos against this guy. Unless Roxas just jumps into the air for some reason. Alright, I don't know what his revenge value is, so I'm just being careful. Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling he wanted to do that. He's mixing me up. This is annoying. Oh my... Oh, okay. He's knocked up. Oh my... Roxas. Yeah, whatever, we win. Alright, and now I need to defeat Axel. Or, I guess I have to defeat these first. Oh, I was hoping that my attack there would cause me to go over that. There we go. You miss Cypher and his crew. You wish there were more times they can be more useful to the series. That's more like it. They kind of weren't too useful in the series to begin with. They were kind of just here. Again, to just like be Final Fantasy cameos. Oh. That did a lot of damage, actually. I did not know that reached that far. Oh. Well, that worked. Like, I do wish they gave an explanation as to where Cypher went. Maybe that's just a thing with Final Fantasy VIII. And there's an explanation there. But, like, I'll want you to defeat me. There we go.
This is hardly a gamble.
But yeah, again, I do wish they explain where Cypher and his gang just went. Well, actually, it doesn't explain all of them, because Vivi's from... I think he's from 9. So, like, that's the only character out of them that isn't really explained. Like, they'd have to have 2 separate explanations from both of those games in order for that to work out. I think I'm going up to the train station this day. Are there any worlds you would love to see in Kingdom Hearts 3? I'm not hitting the door. There we go. I guess in Kingdom Hearts in general, since there's not going to be anything else for 3. But, one thing I definitely would like to see for a previous world returning, even though that's more than likely not going to happen, is Halloween Town. Like, just imagine Halloween Town in getting the KH3 treatment. It would look so good. Like, actually being able to see all the Halloween Town NPCs. Because, like, I watched Halloween Town, like, when did I watch it? It was, like, last year, around Christmas time. Around sometime in December, I watched it. And I'm just like, you know, imagine all these characters in the KH3 treatment, it would have looked insane. What's another one? I'm kind of expecting Zootopia to appear later in the series, because Zootopia kind of just did really well. Frozen 2 is going to happen. That's going to be in another Cage game. I feel like Brave would be interesting to see. Brave would be a very interesting world to see in Kingdom Hearts. Since we're now, like, including Pixar movies. That process. There we go. Why did he jump into the air there? That was weird, but whatever. Incredibles would be amazing for a Pixar world. That's true. I feel like there would be too many, what is it? Party members, though. Like, I don't know how they're going to narrow it down, because there's... We're talking just in terms of actual usable characters. Of course, you have the Incredibles family, but, like, that's 4 minimum. If we're including Jack in that, that's 5. But I'm assuming that's not going to be... Well, he's not going to be a party member. Mr. Incredible would obviously be a party member. But then you have Dash, Violet, and Elastigirl. Oh, okay. Okay, he was not aiming at me at all in that combo. Oh my goodness, please. Roxas, stop missing, please. Oh my goodness, this fight is going terribly. Please die. There. How about a Cars world? Even though I do enjoy Cars and Cars 3, don't really have a solid opinion on 2. No. Maybe, like, we could potentially get Cars for a summon or something. I'm not putting a high potion there, but, like, we can get that for, like a summon at best, but I highly doubt that we're gonna get anything more than that for Cars. Disney Channel world you'd want is between Gravity Falls and Phineas and Ferb. Yeah, those are probably the 2 biggest contenders if we were to do a Disney Channel show for a world. To be honest, I don't really see too many other shows getting away with it. But, like, Gravity Falls would be really good. Not even just because Gravity Falls is a really good show, but just in terms of, like, everything that happens in Gravity Falls could fit the MO of Kingdom Hearts super well. And then Dipper and Mabel are obviously the party members for that world. What about Kim Possible? Kim Possible is another one. I haven't seen Kim Possible like that, so I can't really have too much of an opinion on Kim Possible. But I think those are, like, the top 3 contenders, with Kim Possible being lower than the other 2, but then again, that's just because, like, I don't really know that much about Kim Possible to begin with, so I don't really know. If they had the rights to Cartoon Network, Steven Universe would be on the table immediately. Yeah, I would. Like, 100%. But, if there was to be, like, a not Kingdom Hearts version, Cartoon Network version of Kingdom Hearts, I think... I'm trying to think. There's usually, like, I think 13 worlds in Kingdom Hearts. Some of them, well, in each game, or most games. Some of those are original worlds, though, so that's a little bit weird. So I think 10 worlds at most. So, Adventure Time would definitely be one. Steven Universe would be another. What else would be there? Uh, regular show could work. It just depends on how they use it. I remember like making a list about that a while back, but I don't remember what exactly was on it. I would love to actually hit things, please. Ben 10, yeah, Ben 10 would be good too. Trying to think. Do I still have it actually? I probably don't, honestly. But it doesn't hurt to check. But again, I probably do not have it at all. I don't know where I would have put it in my thing either. Okay, I guess I do still have it. It's been like about a year since I actually touched this, but... ooh, Generator Rex, that would be a good one. Don't you dare make Atlantica Musical 2 on properties like High School Musical or Camp Rock. They're never going to use those. No, they would never use those. Oh yeah, OKKO would be good. OKKO would be a good world for a Kingdom Hearts game. OKKO and like, Mao Mao Heroes of Pure Heart. Mao Mao Heroes of Pure Heart is actually a really good show, because that's like a recent Cartoon Network show, and I've been addicted to it. But it's been a blast watching that. I think they're on hiatus right now whenever it comes to like their new season, but at some point new episodes are going to come out. My favorite Ben 10 alien? That's really hard to try and say. Because there's one, so many, and two, I also don't know that many. Because like, ow. When did I stop watching Alien Force? It was like, Ultimate Alien was when I stopped watching, Ben 10. So there were like new aliens introduced then, as well as, even more aliens introduced after that with, Omniverse. So in general, I just don't know enough of the actual aliens to have a proper decision on that. But I guess out of the ones I do know, that's still hard though, to be honest. Hey, what's up, Wicked Witch? You guys upset about E3's cancellation? I mean, no, it makes sense, given everything, but like, the thing that I'm quote-unquote upset about is that, like, wow, my summer is going to be a lot more boring now. Because it's like, okay, there's, like, not really anything going on in the summer. So that's fun. Like, in the summer, I guess I can focus more on my reviews since, like, E3 is not happening. But even then, it's like, yay, there's, like, not anything going on now. Okay, good. They both did that. Oh, focus on you, I guess. I was hoping you wouldn't get out the ground. Okay, good. He just attacked. There we go. Still heading to Ocean City every day for the beach. That's still your summer plan? I know there's a lot of shows I need to watch. And that's mainly for reviews and junk. Because I need to watch Ultimate Alien before I can, like, try and do Cosmic Destruction. And, like, Cosmic Destruction is my #1 most requested review out of all the games that I've gotten for reviews. Because I know so many people who watch my other Ben 10 videos want me to do one there. So... And speaking of, it's crazy how good those videos have done. Especially Generator Rex. I did not expect Generator Rex to do as good as it has. Like, that's my second best review in terms of views. And that's after Ben 10 Protector of Earth. I think the one after that is... I'm not sure. There's a good amount that are, like, pretty close. I'm pretty sure it's another Ben 10 game, though. Like, I think it's Alien Force? No pressure, but are you going to review Shrek Super Slam in the future? You love my reviews. They are really well put together. Thank you. And yes, I do plan on doing that, but I don't know when. That's the problem. Because I definitely need to do another Shrek game at some point, because I haven't done one in a while. But, like, it's just in terms of, like, getting around to doing it. And, like, Shrek Super Slam actually has, like, a good amount of content in it. So I need to find the time to actually record that as well. So, if anything, Shrek Super Slam would definitely be in the summer instead of, like, during now. But again, I'm in this point where it's like, there's so much stuff I want to do. Because, like, I want to do Ice Age 2, because I haven't done another Ice Age game since last year, really. I want to do Madagascar 2, because Madagascar 1 did really well. What's another thing I want to do? I want to do an Adventure Time game, but, like, I also... It's weird, because, like, I have an Adventure Time game on my PS4 that I've had for a while, and, like, have not touched. But, like... The problem is, I don't know everything about Adventure Time. Like, I've seen a good amount of episodes, but, like, at some point, I was just like, yeah, I'm just not going to watch anymore. I've done that too often with a lot of shows, honestly. I feel like I blocked that perfectly, but okay. I think the only shows I have not done that with are Gravity Falls. Like, I kept up to date constantly with Gravity Falls because it was that good. What other show have I kept up with recently that is, like, recently aired? I guess Mao Mao, that's another one, but... And there's so many other shows that I'm watching, because, like, I'm watching... What is it? I'm watching Naruto to try and do Naruto games. I've been watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And, like, even if I watch everything of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure right now, the game I want to do that's on PS4, like, that has literally everything in JoJo. Like, past Part 5, which is the only stuff that's actually, like, animated. So if I were to do that JoJo game, I'd have to do that as a collab with somebody who's, like, read the manga for everything. Because I feel like if I were to do it by myself, I wouldn't be able to do it justice, just because, like, I don't know all of the JoJo lore, so there's definitely some stuff that I would miss out on. So I would need someone to, like, explain some stuff to me. And speaking of collabs, actually, let me show you guys a channel that I'm going to be having a video with in the next week.
You really do remember me.
It's actually going to be this guy. Hopefully, yeah, okay, good. But within, like, the next week, I'm going to be featured in a video for him, because he does, like, videos similar, well, somewhat similar to mine. He does license-based games as well. He usually does PS1 and PS2 games, as opposed to, like, me covering, like, a lot of consoles. Wow, that fire is destroying the the stream quality. My goodness. Anyways. It'll be over rather soon, though, so it's fine. Okay, he says. Feel bad for the kids in this generation who don't get to experience 90s, 2000s, and early 10s golden era for TV shows. That's kind of fair, but, like, at the same time, there are still some good shows now. Like, again, Steven Universe, that's, like, relatively recent, and Mao Mao Heroes of Pure Heart is again really good, and I'm expecting it to get even better in the future. But like other than that, I haven't really seen too much. I'm gonna, yeah, put that down all the way. And give me your guys' items, because I don't trust you guys with any of that. I think everything is good. Actually, I need to give myself that. And we should be good. But yeah, that's another thing, going back to the guy's channel. Another thing I'm wanting to do with my channel in the future is do more collabs with people. Because that's just something in general that I haven't really done too well, like, just during my whole YouTube journey. Is just trying to do collabs with people. I've done it in the past with people, but I definitely need to do it more. Especially when it comes to, like, the content that I'm doing. It's a little bit harder to do when it comes to my content, because I have to try and find people who are doing license-based game reviews, and I don't think there's too many people doing that. Then again, I haven't looked too much into it, but the guy that I put in the chat, like, I saw some of his videos, and like, he's also done some games that I've reviewed too. So I was like, so I like messaged him, and I was like, hey, I actually want to see these videos like go somewhere, so I'm gonna like do a collab with him. And from what I've seen so far, because it's going up on his channel, by the way, so if you want to see that, make sure you like subscribe to him. And it's gonna be on the open season video game for anyone who's like wanting to do that, or like interested in that game. But I do want to see his channel like go further. All right, going back to the Ice Age movie question, because I didn't answer that. The first one's pretty good. It's a pretty good classic to see. Ice Age 2 and 3 are really good. I think 3 is my favorite. I would definitely have to rewatch like all the movies just to be sure of things. And then the 4th and 5th one, honestly, I forgot one of those movies existed, and I'm not even sure which one I forgot. So there was literally a time where I just forgot that like one of the more recent movies had released. It was like in 2018 when I had this conversation with someone about the Ice Age movies, and like I think it was in 2016 when the movie released, and I literally just forgot that that movie existed. It's like the recent ones are pretty bad. Because like I remember in the conversation I was like, it's only like what, 2 years or something since that movie released and no one's talking about it. That's kind of bad. I feel like that's kind of bad. And I remember we also talked about the Shrek movies as well. Like Shrek 1 and 2 obviously are classics, and I think anyone can put those two as their favorites. 3, for me, I said like the color palette of Shrek 3 is literally like green, brown, orange, and like some blue. And that's the color palette for the whole movie. And then 4 was pretty good. Nowadays around your age is about old sitcom shows like The Office, That 70s Show, Seinfeld, and Friends. I didn't really watch any of those shows, honestly. Like, I tried watching, like, a bit of The Office, like, the first episode, and I was like, this is boring. Like, I was like, yo, how long until this episode ends? I feel like if I do that, then it's like, okay, this is not a good start. And, like, another thing, another show I'm trying to get into, again, me trying to do everything at once, is Samurai Jack, because I didn't watch Samurai Jack when I was younger, and it's getting a game, I think, releasing this summer out of nowhere. And I have a feeling people are gonna ask me about it, so like I'm wanting to watch that show. And I remember watching like the first 2 episodes, and I'm like, this is kind of slow. I kind of don't like how slow this show is. And like it didn't help in the first episode, because like for most of that episode people just did not talk. So I was like, oh, this is gonna take a while. Now, if you enjoyed the show, don't get me wrong, like, you can have your opinion on that, but, like, when it came to the start of Samurai Jack, I was like, this is kind of slow. I kind of wish this went somewhere faster. Because, like, I was watching Ultimate Alien, like, earlier today, and I was like, yo, these episodes are, like, pretty fast. Like, the episode lengths are, like, the same, but Alien Force just felt, not Alien Force, Ultimate Alien just felt faster. I will say Ultimate Alien's intro is definitely the worst out of, like, the first 3 shows. Oh, can't skip yet. So excited for the Friends reunion. Again, that's more of a you thing. I haven't seen Friends either. But at some point I'm going to put up a poll and see what game people want first. Like, I'm going to put Ice Age 2 up there, Madagascar 2. What else can I put up there? Oh, right, I gotta watch Korra at some point too, because I was one of those people that didn't really watch Korra because it wasn't Aang. So I have to watch that at some point as well. And, like, it's not like it's a hard thing to do either, because, like, I've done it before. I did it with Generator Rex, and I watched the entire series before I touched the game. But, like, the difference between then and now is that I only had Generator Rex to watch, and I also had a bit more free time. But, when it came to anything else, well, when it comes to now, it's just like, I have 5 different shows that I want to watch at the same time, but I kind of can't do that. Because watching all 5 of those shows at the same time would just take forever. Shame on me, but you hope I enjoy it. I'm hoping to, mainly because you have been gassing up the core game for the longest time, and if I end up playing it and it's trash, I'm going to blame you specifically, because the core game is the most I've spent on money when it comes to any of the games that I've reviewed. That is the most amount of money that I've ever spent. Oh wait, I need to talk to you instead. How much did I spend on it? I think I spent like $40 or something. That's the most I've spent on a license-based game. Aside from, I think, the Adventure Time game I have on my PS4. It's okay if I disagree with you. You'll just call my opinion's bad. Again, I'm hoping that I enjoy the game. Like, keep this in mind. When it comes to basically almost every game that I'm going to be reviewing, I'm going to want a game to be good. Even if I'm, like, desperately just sure that I am not going to enjoy a game. Like, when it came to Generator Rex, I was watching the entire show up until I, like, started playing the game. Like, I had not touched the game once since I started the show. I wanted to get everything just in case. And then, like, during the entire time, since I got it from, I think I got it from GameStop, it was like $1 or something like that. And I'm like, this game's gonna be awful. I'm gonna be so upset because the show was so good. I don't think I need that. Do they have anything? Okay, they do. The game is worth like $15. That's... I mean, obviously the game prices deteriorate over time, aside from Core, because like that was a digital only game. Or I think it was a digital only game. Alright, let's hope I can get this sticker by doing this.
Give me strength.
Yep, whoops. There we go. I'm gonna drop all that off. the game doesn't have the greatest story, but the gameplay is really good. That's fine. Like, I don't always hold the story up to the highest standard when it comes to the games. Like, the gameplay is usually the most important thing to me because that's how I hold, like, my standard when it comes to video games in general. Like, as long as the gameplay is good, then, like, it can somewhat make up for the story, unless the story's actually just really atrocious. But, like, usually the gameplay is, like, enough to me to make up for that. Okay, I'm gonna run in here so I can drive again. Needs to run to the left. Like, it should be one of the best license-based games you reviewed. That's gonna be a pretty tall task, because, like, one of my favorite ones, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, is probably, like, the best one I've done, because I literally had nothing bad to say about it, aside from the fact that there wasn't multiplayer, because you just couldn't play the game anymore, or buy it anymore, because it's not on, what is it? The store. The SpongeBob movie game is pretty high up there.
Let's go.
Oh wait, I think I ran past a chest over here? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I can get it later.
It's over.
But yeah, again, it's a tall task, given some of the games that I've played, in my opinions on those. Ben 10, Vilgax Attacks is also pretty good. I should be able to get one. Well, unless Donald just snipes him out of the air. Okay, there's a lot of stuff left behind here, so let me get that. Oh, drive recovery. I could have used that. Well, no, I used the save point. Avatar: The Last Airbender show, still a masterpiece. Recommend to read the comics. I actually have not read any of the comics. It was, they tried to erase the game from existence, though, so you got lucky to find a code. Yeah, I did. Because I think there were only, like, what, 2 or 3 codes left from where I got it from. And that was basically the only way I could actually do that one. Speaking of, there's like a Ben 10 like WiiWare game and Xbox Live game that I literally will never be able to review because it's not on the Wii Shop or Xbox Live Store. So that's one Ben 10 game, unfortunately, I will not be able to touch unless someone just has the game for whatever odd reason. What ability did I get? That's the Valor. Oh, auto Valor. Ew. I don't like any auto abilities in KH. I feel like they do not help me. Have you been watching nostalgic movies on Netflix recently? No, I have not done that recently, actually. I probably should do that at some point, to be honest. I don't know what movies are on Netflix for one, so that's probably another thing, because I've not been using Netflix that often. There we go. Trying to lock onto the other one. I need to remember to not press X when I'm trying to use Blizzard. Up, ow. Oh my god, Sora. Oh, you're there. Oh, I cannot stop that. Go. Oh, I guess Leon stopped that samurai there. This is a really good spot for this, I think. Okay, that was pretty good aside from the game, but the system got it. Ow. Ah, okay, thank you, system, because I think I would have died there. The system has actually been, like, pretty decently useful so far, surprisingly. Alright. We managed to handle that. You feel like only maybe like 3 or 4 license-based games I reviewed could stand up to actual video games? I mean, yeah, that's still true. Like, there's not that many. But the ones that I feel are pretty high up are like still, again, what were the ones? It was Scott Pilgrim, the SpongeBob movie game. What else is up there? I think those are definitely like the main ones. Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension is really good.
Let's go.
But Madagascar is also good. As it's just a weird game that I love. Also, you don't know if my internet can handle it, but up the bitrate. Oh yeah, I should probably do that. There was, cause like earlier, when I was fighting Axel, the stream was like not seeable at all, cause of all the fire. But like I should be able to handle it, or my internet should be able to handle it. Did I like Temple Run, the mobile game early last decade? I didn't really play Temple Run. I don't really play mobile games in general like that, to be honest. I usually like just watch a lot of like YouTube videos. That's usually what I do on my phone. Oh, and then another deciding factor whenever it comes to like the games I like try to review is how long the game is. Because like there's a good amount of license-based games that are like 8 hours long or something like that. And it's just like, that's a lot of time that I have to spend. Because I think like the average is usually like about 4 hours or something like that. But there are still those games that are like 8 hours long. So if I'm going to be like playing that game, I kind of feel like I should have another one in the background so that I can do the other one first. I don't know. It just feels like I kind of have to do it that way. That or I have to have another game that I'm like already somewhat done with before I do the other one. Or like when I start the other one. If you had to choose license-based games to replay, you do old Nickelodeon games like Jimmy Neutron, SpongeBob, Rugrats, and Rocket Power. There's a gimmick from that in the core game between chapters. And that's not too bad. It's like a mini game. I think, what is it? Ben 10 Vilgax Attacks somewhat had something like that. But you were able to skip it, which I feel like shouldn't have been a thing. It was weird. Now to try and find my bitrate, because I've never touched this before. Oh, I don't think I can do it right now, because I'm actually streaming. So that's nice. I'd have to stop streaming for that. Are you a fan of Nostalgia Critic? I've seen some of Nostalgia Critic videos. I haven't seen like anything recently. But yeah, from what I've seen, I'm a fan of him, or at least his videos. Goofy. Speaking of items, give me those. I tried to press square to get rid of the items. Alright, I have fire now. Get that off of that. I think I'm good otherwise. It'll depend. For Korra, you beat the game like 100 times, but you think your first playthrough was like 5 to 6 hours? Okay, that's like slightly above average. I think at 6 is definitely where it gets slightly above. But like, I think Finding Nemo is like a short game that's like 2 hours or something, and then like for some reason GeForce is like 8 hours, and I'm like, dog, why is it like this? I probably shouldn't get anything, but I kind of want to. You know what? I'll get one for myself, and then not that. Oh, whoops. And I'll give this to Donald, I guess. He needs it. Well, I wanted to do that early, but whatever.
Right.
I could not see that for a second.
Take this.
I wonder if I can get level 3 before this world ends. Because I know, like, normally, I can get level 3 in Beast Castle for Valor form, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get it here. I did get level 2 in Hollow Bastion, and I don't think that's a thing that normally happens, but... There we go. Let's do that one first. Oh, whoops. Beating Remind DLC for 5 hours. Remind took me days. Not even days. It took me months. Because it's not even like I'm bad at the Kingdom Hearts games, honestly. It's just the bosses are hard. They're hard, and I also have to play them on critical mode, so that adds another thing to it. Hold on. I'm gonna avoid you for a second. Hold on. Ah, that was a bad spot. I thought he would go further than that. I'm stuck above him, please. Okay. I'm just gonna kill you with magic. I'm gonna switch Goofy out so he can heal me. There we go. Oh my goodness, please. Why do they keep spinning? Please. Okay, now I just have to deal with you. Attack, please. Please attack so I can counter you. And stop just walking. Okay, that almost hit me. Okay, that's fine. Oh my goodness, okay. Oh my... He was one hit away from death. Oh my... Sure, whatever. I'm so upset. I didn't want to heal because I didn't want to use my potions. We're doing this one then. Base Cage 3 to Remind was a bigger difficulty spike than Dream Drop Distance Critical Mode. I don't agree with that. I still feel like Dream Drop Distance Crit is dumb. Like Cage 3 Remind, like, it's not as bad to me. Like, there's still some dumb moments, but like, Dream Drop Distance is filled with it. Dream Drop Distance Crit is like one of the worst experiences I've ever had with the Kingdom Hearts series. Oh, you're not dead. There we go. Do I want to use a thing here? How many hits is left? 67. I think I'll get that over time, honestly. I shouldn't really need to do anything for that. You don't know, people literally replay Cage 3 so they could unlock easy codes to do day-to bosses. I mean, sure, but again, like, nah, Dream Drop Distance to me is still absolute pain. Because like when I played, when I Let's Played, what was it, Dream Drop Distance on Crit, like I wanted to make sure I didn't like cheat anything, like trying to use balloon or anything like that, because I shouldn't have to do that in order to play the game. Are there any franchises you're not a fan of? That's a good question, actually. I'm trying to think, honestly, because, like, obviously when you ask that question, it's not like I'm not a fan of it because, like, I haven't played it, because there's a good amount of series I haven't played, but... Prodigy, finish Dream Drop Distance on Crit. You will understand all the frustrations I have had. It is so bad. Where are you? Yeah, there's one over there. I did not know that exploded. Oh, that was not what I was trying to lock onto, but I'll take it. What? How did you get into the ground from that? Invincible on startup. Dream Drop Distance is a pretty manageable game, but people just hate doing the Dream Eater stuff. Yeah, bosses are stupid. Like, honestly, I feel like Dream Drop Distance has, like, the second worst collection of bosses in the game. Well, not in the game, in the series. With Days being first. But that's not saying much, considering Days bosses. I did not think that was going to go straight downward. Oh my... Can my attacks hit, please? That'd be nice. Yeah, I'll use try beforehand. But like, that's the main thing. People don't want to use the Dream Eater stuff at all. And like, I'm kind of included in that, but like... Ugh. But like, using flow motion is almost an instant death. It's just a death wish, honestly, for some events in the game. Like, I remember Riku's, like, what is it? The Mantis fight in the Tron world. It's in a super small area with a giant boss. And if you dodge, like, ever, you can easily just flow motion on accident. And you can't do anything to defend yourself if you do that. Oh, I thought that wouldn't hit me. Please don't attack me. Oh my. I'm just gonna potions. Because that thing's being annoying. You were playing through all of Birth by Sleep earlier this year. I'm trying to re-chat and play the game at the same time. I probably shouldn't be doing that given this game, but... Attack. There we go. Okay. And the bosses are better than you remember? I think the bigger ones are fine, but then the small ones are bad. The actual humanoid bosses are bad. Because the big ones actually function like how big ones should, but then the humanoid bosses don't. So like, Vanitas and Ericas are terrible. Aqua versus Vanitas final boss is terrible, yeah. Terranort's bad. Well, not Terran. Well, yeah. That's technically Terranort at that time, but Terranort's bad. You can just insta-teleport Sonic Blade when you hit him randomly. Dog, Ericus can literally just counter you and hit you before you can do anything. Whenever he feels like it. It makes no sense. I don't know why Square did the things they did when it came to Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance, actually. I think Dream Drop Distance is a little bit better with it, from what I remember, but goodness, they shouldn't have done it at all. Okay, I need to give you ethers for this next fight, because that's just gonna make this a lot easier. Customize thing. Support me. Zigbar actually has a good fight in BBS. That's true. Ericus had combo canceling before we did. It wasn't even combo canceling. He could just block you out of nowhere. And the thing is, he could choose to just block you, or he could choose to block and counter you before you could do anything. Like, again, I don't know what Square was thinking when it came to some of those bosses. And especially Mysterious Figure, especially after the fact that, like, because I showed Prodigy this, but like in a trailer that Birth by Sleep for during E3 back in 2009, like they showed off the Mysterious Figure. Like, we're out here complaining for KH3 that like they've shown off too much stuff, and they showed off Mysterious Figure back in 2009, and they showed it off like it was a good thing too. If only they knew how everyone would feel about that boss later on. One of the worst bosses in the entire series. Alright, give me ether, please. Please ether me. Okay, I guess you're just not gonna ether me. Ping, your literal only role in this is to give me items, please. Oh, God. Alright, attack, please. Oh, I did that too early. Nope. Okay. What about Young Xehanort? Young Xehanort's bad too. He's not as bad as Mysterious Figure, but he's still bad. Okay, well, you're gonna give me all those items back because you didn't use any of them. A speedrunner discovered that the Young Xehanort fight in Dream Drop Distance is actually good. I feel like it shouldn't take a speedrunner to make a fight good, though. That's the problem. If a fight is only good because a speedrunner made it seem good, I don't think that's good. Do I need to get anything from here? Man. Not Ericus, but Young Xehanort is also another boss I hate. Can I get this? Hey, I got it perfectly. Let's go. Okay, you're too high up. Thank you, Goofy, because that was definitely just right behind me. I forget that I can get hit while opening chests in this game. You still hate that the boss can restart? Yeah, that's... It's not even just that. It's because of, what he can do. Or what he does to you while that's going on. He's able to restart it and have all of this stuff go on. That should not be a thing. Oh my.
This is it.
Oh, that was a good speed trap.
Yeah.
Is that one good? Eh, that was alright.
This is it.
Okay, that was a really good speed trap. Ow.
This is it.
There is so much money on this ground. Okay. 65, that's pretty good. Even though you kind of wish young Xehanort could do that in 3, no. He's already hard enough as it is. He doesn't need that. You're not having any items on you. Also, auto limit's bad, so no. Hyper healing, I guess? I don't really need draw this early in the game. I want to try and get this sticker that's up here. Because I know the speedrunner strat that if you use Red Rocket, then you can get it like pretty early. Okay. I'm usually just going through these fights and I'm not even sure if anything's dropping from them. Which is weird. I should probably be paying more attention to that. Now, this is implying that I can do this right, because I probably won't.
China.
I'll handle this.
Oh, okay. There we go. Alright, back over to here so I can get experience. I don't know. I'm surprised that missed. I'm also good he didn't do, like, the spinning attack, because that definitely would have hit me. Okay, ow. I keep jumping into that. Oh my, sorry. Ah! That does not do that much damage, surprisingly enough. I figured that would have done more. But, again, just Osaka did not do a good job with bosses up until 3 Remind, which bodes well for the future, but if they mess up now, after 3 Remind, it's gonna be so bad for them. Because I know people are, like, it's been a meme for the longest time in the Kingdom Hearts community, that Osaka team has just been making bad bosses. But, like, with Remind, they proved to themselves, well, not to themselves, to us, that they can make good bosses. So, if in the next game, they make bad bosses, the community's not gonna let that go. They're not. Okay, I'm going to limit now, because they are being annoying. Okay. If I did this right, then all of them should be dead? There we go. Alright, I remember. I need to remember fire completely destroys this tree. So I got an ability. That's not the most useful thing for this fight, but whatever. Might as well.
Light.
I did not expect that soon. That destroyed 2 of them instantly. I've never done that before. That's amazing. So obviously this boss is going very well. Ow, stupid bird. Oh my, okay, whatever, sorry. He does a lot of damage to me with that combo. I'm going to try and not let him do that again. Oh my. Okay, that works too. I feel like I randomly clash with him whenever I attack. Okay, good, that did not hit me. Why did you not flinch there? Please stop running after me. Okay. That's fine. Oh right, I set Mulan to party support, so she's not gonna attack anything. I forgot about that. Switch you out. Oh, that missed. Okay. That's too high. There we go. Alright, so we handled that fairly well. Even with Mulan not attacking anything. Because I completely forgot to change her settings. Alright, let's get through here. Oh, goodness.
Let's go.
Actually, I never thought, does gummy ships destroy the stream? Because I know that's when Prodigy asked me to up the bitrate, but I'm not sure if that's why. That or he can just tell, just because of the stream itself. Actually, if it did destroy the stream, I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. Because there's just a lot of stuff that goes on screen. It doesn't seem to be too bad. I guess whenever there's like really big explosions, then yeah. Oh yeah, another game I could do is, well, for reviewing is Battle for Bikini Bottom, because I know that's another highly requested review. But that takes even longer than most of the other games I play. Like, even longer than the 8-hour ones. Or at least I think it's longer than 8 hours. Well, if I'm doing, like, everything, then yeah, it's gonna be longer than 8 hours, but... This thing is super good for this boss. Is it just one more level? Come on. There we go. Not like it matters too much, but hey. I'll happily get the 30 rank, or whatever this thing's called.
Piece of cake.
Alright, now it's time to head off into Beast's Castle. But yeah, I know later tonight I'll be putting up a poll for what game you guys want me to do next. Whatever game I do next, I will do it. Because I know... I guess I should put Cage 3 Remind in there as well. Like, in case people still want that. Because, like... I know, like, going into that... Like, it's like... What? 75% people want me to do a video on it? But, like... Again, I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to be justified. Because I don't know whether to judge it based off of, like, if 75% people want it or 70% people want it. Because if it goes down to, like, 70%, then it's like, yeah, that's not too good. Oh wait. Do I want to change out my Keyblade, actually? Damage control or air combo plus? I'll go for damage control right now. And then Goofy got that. Oh, well. I think I go to the left side first, and then over to the right. Or, no, it might be the right side first. I think yeah, they look up at the staircase. Because they see Bell. Alright. Oh, whoops. There we go. But anyways, I'm going to be in extreme now. I didn't really plan on streaming for very long. I wanted to try and keep myself a little bit busy because, again, like I said earlier today, like I've just been in a state of I want to do so many things at the same time, but like also it's just weird. That's a pretty good way of putting it, to be honest, Kamen Rider. It's the SpongeBob version of Mario 64. I could see that, to be honest. Yeah, it's pretty much like that. I was gonna say it's either like that or Sunshine, but Sunshine is still a little bit weird. Not sure which one to compare it to more. But again, I'll be putting a poll up later tonight for which game you guys want me to do next. So be on the lookout for that poll. But other than that, there's not too much else that I really need to mention. So whatever ends up winning the poll, just be excited for that game. But until next video or live stream,